That must be AOS.
Oh yeah, it's going down. It's a throwback. It's a throwback day. Boy, yeah, I got a throwback. You know what I'm saying? We got the drive-in, reaction drive-in that is AOS. You know what I'm saying? Doing a reaction. You know how it goes now. You see, look, you see the setup. You know, yeah. I'm liking it. Do you like it? I hope you do. So like I said, I know you clicked on the link. Let's say you saw the title, the marquee. You know what I'm saying? And you seen Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Now let me put some context to this. This is I love it when y'all come through the pipeline, aka the Cash App, because it's supporting the channel. But because I know a lot of my supporters and people who love the content, y'all older than me. Y'all in your 60s and 70s and 50s and things of that nature. And I want y'all to holler at me about these throwbacks because I know y'all got songs that I don't remember. I was a kid. So it's one of these songs. Like I was a kid. I know the song, but I don't remember the video. I couldn't tell you what the video looked like. Like I don't remember. Like I was probably too young or I didn't pay attention to it all like that because I was like a little hip hop head for real. If it was rap, I was on it. But we got Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? So there's gonna be nostalgia. So for some people, it's gonna be some nostalgia going on. For others, like myself, it's gonna be like we getting put on for the first time. As far as the video is concerned, I know the words, I know the song. So without further ado, man, I need y'all to roll the footage, people. People in the back, roll the footage. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all got hired to do. Roll footage. Y'all got one job. One job. Roll the footage.
What's up, girl?
He stood me up again.
Again? Well, what's up with this guy? Do you really like him that much?
Yes, honey, I love him. He is fine. He does a lot of nice things for me.
I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately?
Hold up, time out. Time out. First of all, it's the whole conversation. Like, bruh, is this really how they having this conversation for real? Two, that's Paula. That's Paula Abdul across the table from her. Okay, we're gonna let it rock.
I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately?
Okay, I remember the song, but I don't remember it like this time. It's the video. I remember the video. I know the lyrics to the song, but man, why does this song just seem like relevant to like what you hear a lot of women artists talk about today?
Almost every night, dancing till I thought I'd lose my breath. Now it seems your dancing feet are always on my couch. The thing I could go us, we'd starve to death. Ain't that a shame? What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? You're all
know this had to be a part where they literally said it like side eye the hell out of him, like her side eye of him, like this is supposed to be a choreographed scene going on, and she's side eyeing him like you really did something foul, bro. Like look at that side eye.
Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. Get with it. If I was done. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. This is wild. I swear.
Yo, okay, yeah, we don't. I'm not. Would I rate it? I normally don't rate any old school videos because like certain videos stand a test of time in a way that like new school music don't. But there's imperfections that make songs unique that people try to avoid now, especially because like I said, if people who know like yeah, I do music, I produce music, I make beats, however you want to call it, whatever the case may be. Like, but I've been around long enough to know like take her chorus for example. Nowadays, when you would record that chorus, you would record the chorus one time. She would have did one take that everybody would have liked, and then they just would have copy pasted, you know what I'm saying, the vocals to the choruses every time where the chorus is supposed to appear. Back then with tape, they recorded those joints. Like each chorus got recorded, so there's a individual uniqueness to every time that chorus comes up. They gotta re-sing it. Now they have to come as close as possible to the, make them all sound alike, but they still sound a little different. Like if you pay attention, each chorus doesn't sound exactly like the last chorus. But other day it would, but those little imperfections make the song sound so organic. And see how the simplicity of the track, you don't really notice it because there's transitions. Yo, certain I, we was talking. I was talking. A couple of my producer friends, they're older. They were talking about how the way younger producers do things nowadays, and it's not necessarily hating. It's just it's something missing, which I agree. There's definitely something missing from I would say a lot of music, especially the urban music. There's something missing that depth and character and color to the production is missing. Of course, you could talk about lyrics and all this other type of stuff. It's in a lot of cases it's missing. But we will not harp on why new music don't sound as good as the older music. It is what it is until it ain't. But this "What Have You Done For Me Lately?" That joint hit. It does hit. I'm not even gonna hold you. That joint hard. I was even liking it. Like I even went to a place like I remember as a kid. Like this is this music that my aunts and my moms and them would play. Like they were like that was their girl, Janet Jackson. Like yeah, they playing Janet. So off rip, like yeah, I see why she, what I'm saying, Janet is like an icon, and I see why her music hits the way it hits. Cause I swear it's crazy when you think about it. I don't mean to harp on old versus new, but there's something about when you hear a good old song and then you go, yo, man, I can see why people was jamming to this. I see what's missing. Like, um, stay with me. That party atmosphere is not today. Like, they don't party. People sit in sections and try to be cool. Like, people are not partying. Y'all dance more on TikTok than y'all do in clubs and at parties. And then even when y'all at the party, you're trying to do the TikTok dance and record. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all saw my reaction. What have you done for me lately? Janet Jackson. Oh yeah, you know there's a Janet playlist. So if you like Janet Jackson, go check out more Janet Jackson videos. There should be you know what I'm saying, a link to the Janet Jackson playlist. Got other videos. If this is a dope artist and y'all supported a lot on at the drive-in, I ended up creating a playlist for them. So if you want to see more Janet, you just better request her. You better request her. You better request her. But until the next video, man. In the next video, man, AOS signing off. I'm out of here. Oh, we ain't out of here. Not just yet, because we got to bring up the radio. I mentioned that I do music, but so basically, you're on the road to 1,000. Like, comment, subscribe. And by all means, like I said, if you do music, you just happen to do music, whether you rap, sing, write, whatever the case may be, tap in with me. Got beats available. You know what I'm saying? Something totally different than what you would normally see on BeatStars or any other platforms, the way they set up the tiers. Something different, something artist friendly. Check it out if that's you. But until the next one and the next one, AOS signing off, man. I'm out of here.